Like, who's the best? Now you're playing chess. Who's the best? Somebody wins and somebody loses all the time in any situation when you go to court. The prosecutor, lawyer, somebody going to win, somebody lose. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes more is at stake, sometimes less is at stake. Mm-hmm. But this right here, I feel like it's bigger than us. Also, because all of this stuff be by design.
Absolutely.
All of this stuff is by design, man. They don't never ever want people thinking the same and being on the same page. And we keep falling for it over and over and over. We always, this person's getting more than me. This person, ain't nobody getting more than you. Ain't nobody better than you. You're not better than nobody else. At the end of the day, this is by design. Keep them separated. Don't let them talk. Don't let them organize. Because if they do that, they can escape. You know, because there's a puppet master pulling all the strings. You know, and we're just pawns on the chessboard also.
And how you know this is because on the same day, yesterday, a white police officer in Kansas was convicted for killing an unarmed black man, and the media is going in about how justice has been served and how great this is. But again, we all know that this is one of a million. So one cop takes the what do you call it? You know, he becomes that Manchurian candidate. He's the scapegoat, so that you get a little so-called balance, even though technically, you know, Killer Kyle is white on white crime. But, you know, you want to make sure the black folks don't get too out of hand, and let's give them one also. And yeah, we convicted this cop for killing an unarmed black person. So, hey, it's really, the system works. No, it doesn't.
Nah, the system doesn't work. And understand this. Everybody's a peasant in the thick of things. Mm-hmm. And peasants all get treated the same. Because think about this. Like, those kids were somebody to someone. And, you know, the jokes and everything and the memes and who they was. Oh, they're pedophiles. One was a meth head. He was a felon. This and that. So it's like now we're purging. All right. So think of all the shit you did behind closed doors and all the stuff you're doing or might have done in the past. And the tables turn and it's your time to get purged. You know. So now what? Are you really that good of a person? People always out here try to act like they're just this. When you talk about people record, yo, let me tell you something. Everybody probably got a record, but they just ain't get caught. So everybody's doing stuff. You just ain't get caught. I don't care if you stole candy, because it's candy, or if you stole something over $500 before, that's grand larceny. You probably ain't get caught. So if you just you a felon, you just ain't get caught. That's all into it. So don't try to walk around here like you don't do. People walk around like they don't do nothing. Always talking about people records and stuff.
So if you need some additional clarity on that, just Google the hashtag criming while white, and you'll see that exactly what Rick said was 100,000% true. Just Google criming while right, the hashtag, and watch what comes up. And see for yourselves if you want to think like, oh no, it's not like that. It's the same for everyone. No, it's not.
I just feel like I'm not feeling the scales of justice because it's somebody in jail right now that sold a bag of weed back in the day or something, or you doing harm to yourself. You go to jail for sniffing cocaine, doing harm to yourself. You're not killing nobody
multiple
else.
Human beings.
You're not going with a full magazine talking about you're protecting something. Because think about this. Now you got 32 rounds in that mag. So you need 32 rounds. So you're saying I'm going over here because I might need 32 rounds. I might put down 32 people. You know, hey, it's not like he had a 9. It ain't like he had 16 shots or a 9 or a 9 or a 6 shooter. Where it's like, that's something when you're saying this is just for protection in case a person
gets out of line.
A couple of persons get out of line. I may have to. I'm not trying to wipe out everybody with a full mag. And I don't know if he had extra clips because the way he looked, the hat backwards and everything, I'm quite sure he had extra rounds. So, with that being said, think about that. You can say he's guilty, he's innocent all he wants, and he's protected. First of all, let me tell you something. Whatever goes on in my house, I don't care. If somebody's burning my house, let it fucking burn. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't need you to put yourself in harm's way to protect my property. Because guess what? I got house insurance. Let it burn. I'm going to get more money than it's actually worth anyway. So you can let my house burn. I don't care.
Be burning up our house.
Honestly, I don't care. I know. I really don't care. I don't want people saying, oh, let me protect Rick's house. Let me come over here let me come from New York to PA with my AR and protect this property. I don't need you doing all that. Especially somebody I don't know. Okay. I don't need you doing all that.
And I damn sure don't want a freaking child coming across state lines, putting himself in harm's way.
17-year-old, stay your ass and go to school the next day.
Nobody's child doing some shit that's going to last a lifetime
of damage. Because you don't know what demons this kid is fighting right now. Yeah, he's smiling, this and that, because he don't want to feel embarrassed and ashamed. Like, it's typical adolescent behavior. You smile and you do stupid gestures and things like that.
But if you think this kid ain't getting death threats and all the other shit that comes with the shit he did, y'all are crazy. So while the same people are calling him a hero, you better believe there's people in Wisconsin who are like, fuck the Rittenhouse family and all that. Them people are not safe. These people are not having this. This is not a good thing. But y'all don't care because y'all don't really care about these people. Y'all are just happy
and you being right.
Yep. Exactly.
It serves your purpose and you being right. And I told you he was going to get off. Hey, guess what? That's right. Second Amendment. He should bear arms. He was legally right to do what he did.
And that's what you want for a child.
That's
and
what
does that say about you?
Right. You just want to be like, you're right. Oh, this is right. The law. I love the way people say, oh, it's the law. It's the law. It's the law. Until the law is not on your side one day. Because it can easily not be on your side. Like, for instance, like when all you out there, you're drinking and you're coming from the bar, and it could be a mistake. It could be 100% mistake. And you crash and you kill somebody and you end up in jail for 5 to 7 years or whatever. And your whole life is just uprooted. Are you going to be screaming that same thing? Hey, well, it was just the law. It was the law. Or you're going to be mad at the law because maybe you might get a judge that's not feeling it was a mistake and give you the full extent of the law. And now your whole life is turned upside down.
For a mistake.
So watch that. Watch trying to be the champion of the law.
And stop thinking that this whole scenario is not going to mentally affect this kid in the long run. And that's what's foul. Because y'all think that this...
Exactly.
Whatever it is whatever it is. But the people who are sitting here calling this fool a hero... Y'all are some degenerate people for real.
So what do you think of his parents? That's what I would like to know. So if he's a hero, is his parents a hero for having a hero?
And
they're like super parents? Like, so now it's like a superhero thing?
Because they co-signed all of this.
So do you feel like, would you parent your kid like they parent Cal? Not knowing and letting it, it's all good that he can carry this and go over there and do this and that. Like, hey, yeah, go over there, go get some. Like, that's what we doing out here now? That's what society has come to? Because if that's what society has come to, we're doomed. Even though we're already doomed anyway.
Okay.
But, all right, that's our take. That's our 2 cents on this. We don't want to give you too much of this. Comment on it. Because it's a hot topic right now. And it's a very tricky topic because I just feel like this is further division of the people. Because I always feel like they do something. Something always happens. And it's starting to prove that we can never be as one. I'm going to be honest. It's starting to prove more and more we can never be as one. We're always going to be separated. It's either going to be class or social or something or justice. Something. All those things, one of those things are always going to keep us separated so we can never keep our eye on what's really going on out here in America with these vaccines and everything else that's going on. And
taxes going crazy.
That's even a separation, the vax and the non-vax. More separation.
Absolutely.
More separation. It's like always something that's separating everybody.
But you have to have that because if we had peace and the end of division, do you know how many organizations and jobs would fold?
It'd be gone.
It'd be gone.
It'd be gone.
It would be gone. If this was a peaceful society or a peaceful country, it would basically crumble.
It would. It definitely would. It'd be like the financial system, everything, because so much is built on separation and crime, keeping crime going, keeping people angry. You know, that's all they've been doing. Yo, man, I bet you people have not been so angry in the last probably 5 years. It's just been like anger. Everybody's just like, and it all stems and it comes like with this whole social media revolution.
Because we're on information overload.
We know too much, too soon, too quick.
And you have access to basically every news outlet, so you could even get outraged about what's going on, in Peru somewhere.
Yeah,
because you just come across.
Just always mad about something.
Always be mad.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're treating these people like
that. Exactly.
You got people telling they coming at people for wearing certain. Oh, you wearing the slave trade in China. It's like slave labor in China that makes Nike and this, that, and the third. It's like
you're always going to be mad.
You're always going to be mad at something. It's always going to be a cause. That's what they want. They keep you angry, mad, and it's just overload. You just go out there, then it be a group.
Because it's true. When I'm not on social media for extended, you feel like it's true. And I find myself on Facebook less and less these days. Too. Because I often wind up in Facebook jail. That's my reasoning.
Because you get angry. But somebody said something.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. So it's like, but I find myself on it less and less these days. But I do see the difference in, my shoulders aren't always hunched up because I'm tight at something. And, it is. It's information overload. And with all that being said, we're about to head into the wacky news because there's plenty going on. Just like you said with the vax. Y'all ain't ready.
Breaking wacky news.
This week, the division with the vax. Now the FDA literally went to, I guess, Congress or whatever to request a 55-year a seal on the data for the COVID vaccine. And this is not coming from one of those random fool websites. No, go to Reuters, go to Associated Press, CNN, all that. They literally are asking for no data about the COVID vaccine to be released until 55 years from now when we're all dead. What does that tell you? Who's okay with this? Who?
Because the FDA, first of all, never approved this vax. The FDA, this stuff is not approved. They got an emergency approval because they kept fighting with these guys to approve it. And it's such a short. How can you approve something with such a short history? So that's why that's going on like that. I totally get that. So gunshots.
And you all already know where we stand on that. Also, we have to give a shout out and a rest well to Young Dolph, who was another rapper murdered this week over some nonsense while he was in a cookie store buying cookies. Like, y'all gotta cut the shit, man.
Gotta love yourself more.
I mean,
gotta love you want everybody else to look at you different. You gotta be different. Like this kid, I don't know too much about him. I know his music, whatever, a couple of songs. I don't know what he was doing down there in Memphis. It seemed like he was well loved. He did this, did that down there. But, hip hop is just becoming a really dangerous game. It's probably like, I could go down a list of it's kind of like a criminal enterprise because it's like you got to have a record. Everybody got a record. Everybody's in jail. Hold on. Let me see. How many rappers that's actually with criminal records and stuff like this? We got Yellow Beezy.
I don't even know who that is.
He made a record. He was hot a year or two ago. He got a rape charge. You got Tay K, think murder. You got 6ix9ine, the snitch. Bobby Shmurda just came home. Pooh Shiesty's in jail. Meek Mills just got out a couple of years ago and had cases. NBA Youngboy just got out of jail on house arrest. Kodak Black just got out of jail. Hold on.
Stop.
It's like, are you kidding me? These